Alright y'all, today we're going to show you exactly how to build your very own cattle system that will not only save you time, but money. To take your property from this to this with no welding required. All you're going to need are these three things: a drill bit with a socket adapter or just a socket set, a panel clamp, and these 6-foot tall, 6-rail, 14 gauge heavy duty panels brought to you by Seven Peaks Fence and Barn. And the reason we went with 14 gauge material on all of our Seven Peaks Fence and Barn products is because we know that working with cattle, you need a durable, heavy duty product. And if you don't know what gauge is, the lower the gauge, the thicker the material, the higher the gauge, the thinner the material. And most of our competitors go with the higher gauge material, so that's what sets us apart here at Seven Peaks Fence and Barn. We wanted to bring you a more heavier duty product. We offer a few different options of cattle working systems. Today we're going to set up the 8 to 10 cattle working system. It's our basic starter package. That consists of 12 of our 6-rail heavy duty panels. It's going to come with an 83-inch panel, 7 of our sweep panels, 3 alley frames, a combo, and 3 10-foot bow gates. That's all going to make this system. So we're going to start setting that up right here, and we're going to start with the 20 by 20 catch pen. To start, we're going to want to start with the 20 by 20 catch pen, and you want to begin on one of the corners so it holds the two panels together and up for you. And there's going to be 2 types of clamps. When you're going from the 10-foot bow gate, you've got a 2 3/8 piece of pipe, and you've got an 1 5/8. So we call these our panel adapters. Okay, so we're going to start with panel adapters, and one end is 2 3/8, the other end is 1 5/8 to match the pipe. And you're going to want to go to the outside with the nut and bolt. Okay, so as you can see here, it fits over perfectly. Outside, nut and bolt. We're going to do one on the top, and we're going to do one on the bottom. Easton, will you lean it back that way a little bit? Go back towards, yep. Yep. Perfect. I like to put it right here in the middle, so lift it up off the rail a little bit, and then you're going to tighten it with your socket and your impact drill. Same with the bottom. About in the middle there. And you can always put one in the middle if you really want to make it stronger and more durable. Now that we got the L up to support it, we're going to go to the next panel right behind it. And we're going to be using 1 5/8 to 1 5/8 panel clamps next to connect the 2 panels together. Same thing, you're going to want the nut and bolt to go to the outside. Okay, one up top and one on the bottom. Easton, will you come lift this backside up for me? And sometimes due to the lay of the land, your panel is going to be pretty tight, so it's good to have 2 people to lift up the back end so that you can get your panel clamp through. Go a little bit more, Easton. There we go. Okay, put it in the middle. Now that we got the 20 by 20 catch pen set up, we're gonna move to the back separator pen, and this is gonna be a 10 by 20. And this is gonna include 1, 2 of our standard 6-rail or heavy duty panels, and then a combo, which is gonna be a half panel, half gate, and we're gonna have another 10-foot bow gate right here to start our 90-degree sweep to go into our alley. So let's start connecting these together. This panel gate combo right here can really be anywhere that you're putting a 10-foot heavy duty panel. So if you wanted it in the 20 by 20 catch pen, if you want it back here, you can do that. We just stick it back here, but you can put it really wherever you want. And one more time, right to connect the bow gate to a panel, you've got the 2 different sizes of pipe. That's going to be our adapters, which is 1 5/8 to 2 3/8. You can see the difference there. So we're going to put the bigger end on the bigger pipe. And same thing. Next, we're going to put this 83-inch panel. It's the only one that you got with this basic system. And you're going to start connecting it. You're going to connect it to this bow gate, okay? You want to be on this 2 3/8 to this panel, and it's not going to match up with this line of panels, the 20 by 20 pen, because on that side, you have to have it on this side to miss the rails for your latch. Here, if you do it on the outside connecting to these panels, when you connect the sweep panels, you're going to be off this 2 3/8. So that's the reason why you got to do this 83 butted up to the 2 3/8, so it's going to line up with that gate, and there's not going to be a gap on that end. We're going to connect it right here using panel adapters. Okay. Boom. Boom. On the top and bottom. This is the alley frame right here. This is the entrance to the alley that they're gonna go through to get to your chute. And we're gonna use another 1 5/8 to 1 5/8 panel clamp on the top and bottom. And I always like to just open this up just to make sure these panels right here are pretty straight. Okay, so that's good. And you can see here, this is right lined up exactly where we need to be on this gate. So there's no gaps The cows get through. And now we're gonna do the sweep panels. There's 7 of those. And these sweep panels have a little insert right here that allows you to stop and catch the gate all along the 90-degree sweep. So as we go, you'll see how that works. But you want to make sure that this catch is opposite from the gate, and then keep going opposite of each panel, on each panel from each other. So here's going to be this catch, the other one's going to be on this side, and follow that all the way down. And with this 90-degree sweep, we already did the 83. We're going to want to do the same thing over here when you're connecting the sweep panels. You're going to want to go off the 2 3/8 bow gate, okay? Because if not, again, that side over there is going to be totally off and you're going to regret it. So use a panel adapter to put this on, and it's, again, not going to line up with these panels. It's just going to kind of be looks, but it's going to work a lot better for you in the end if you attach the sweep panels and your 83 to the actual 10-foot bow gate. So you're going to want adapters on both sides. Okay, so we got the top one, and then we'll do the bottom one. You'll thank me later. Okay. And if you did it all right, you can come out and this gate should swing and latch perfectly all the way down. If there's one that's hitting just a little bit, you're going to want to kick the bottom or top out and tighten it again in place and adjust accordingly all the way to the end. But you should be right there nice and close. Shouldn't hit at all and should latch in every latch. All right, and last but not least, we're gonna be doing the alley right here. You're gonna have 4 panels and you're gonna have 3 of the alley frames. We've already done one of the alley frames here. Your next panels are gonna connect panel to alley frame using 1 5/8 to 1 5/8 panel clamps. You're gonna come from the next panel to an alley frame and then 2 panels, and then you're gonna do an alley frame right at the end. Unless you have a slide gate in here somewhere, you'll be attaching the slide gates instead of the alley frame. So I'm going to attach the 1 5/8 to 1 5/8 panel clamps to the panel to the alley frame, and we'll continue all the way down. Normally you would put this alley frame right here. As you can see, we decided to opt in for one of our additional items that you can get with our cattle system, our alley slide gate, which is really handy if you want to keep cows from going back and backing up in your system. And the last but final step is to add the alley frame to the alley using the 1 5/8" panel clamps. And again, these are to keep the correct distance and width. And that is how you build a 8 to 10 basic cattle system from Seven Peaks Fence Barn. If you need more details on the specs and everything of the system, be sure to check out the description or go to our website at sevenpeaksfencebarn.com, where you can find pricing and everything you need to know about our cattle systems. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next one.